And now we are recording.
Hey nerds!
We're going to start off real strong today.
We back again, bringing the noise, bringing the funk.
We read an article, or I read an article. It was from some anonymous writer, and I have zero intentions of giving them any type of exposure. But it was an article talking about Disney's acquisition of Fox, and there being rumors of a Firefly remake.
Okay.
And so naturally, I see Firefly remake, I'm clicking the link. And so, or not remake.
You already got clickbaited.
Yeah, and so, like, I'm not. So I click on it, and it wasn't a remake. It was exploring the possibility of a reboot or a continuation.
To be clear, this wasn't something real that's happening. It was just some rando hypothesizing.
They were talking about
fan
rumors.
fictioning.
It was rumors, industry rumors, like insider rumors.
Okay.
That since Disney picked up Firefly and it's so beloved, they were talking about, oh well, you know, we've been hearing rumors.
Of course, Disney wants to milk that.
And so, well, not now. Now with all the restructuring of their release schedule, have you been hearing about that?
Not really, no.
Oh, we'll go into that in a second.
Okay.
But anyway, so this article was talking about. It started off, innocuous enough, right? It was like, wouldn't it be cool if they did it? And then it started doing what those type of articles typically do is dissect what made something so good. And so it was talking about Firefly, and it was like, and part of the reason that the show was so good, and it started to list stuff off. So I'm naturally thinking like, okay, just list Captain Mal, and there's your article, right? And so, and don't get me wrong, like everyone on that show was great. I particularly did not like Simon or River Tam. And Shepherd Book was okay, but, definitely them three were at the bottom of my interest meter.
Okay.
And everyone else,
I mean, Simon and River were both pretty one-dimensional,
yeah.
I think.
It's funny that you say one-dimensional. Because this article went on to say that them two were like some of the best on the show because they had the most diverse range of character and development, and I was like, no they didn't.
Yeah.
No they did not. River was the same from beginning to end. It wasn't until the movie that she had growth. And then Simon had moments, but like he wasn't the best character, and I like Simon for the most part, but anyway, so then they got me, right? They suckered me in with like a good concept of an article, and at the end they were like, also I think Simon and River would be a perfect opportunity for. Could they called them the main characters? That was what bothered me. That's what bothered me, right?
Not quite.
Yeah, they called Simon and River the main characters, and so I was like, okay, whatever. But then they said, I think Simon and River would be a perfect opportunity for the main characters of a show to be persons of color. And so I thought, oh, well, I mean, I guess, right? Like, okay, sure, I guess. Why not, right? Like, no big deal. And so then I move on down the list.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like their whiteness was integral to their characters.
And I don't remember who they went to next. It wasn't Shepherd Book. It's kind of important. Was it Wash? I think they talked about Wash. And so when they got to Wash, he's the comic relief, married to, and they listed her as biracial Gina Torres as Zoe.
Is she? I don't.
Yeah, she's. I'm pretty sure she's like half black and half like some version of Latin. I don't know if it's Cuban or what.
Yeah.
But I thought it was funny how this article listed the race of every single character, and on all of the white characters thought it necessary to offer input on if they replace them with a person of color. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, oh, check it out, here's this white character, and if they did a person of color, then they could do like an Asian, or it was like they were mix and matching to have the perfect diversity show. And so I'm reading, and I'm not getting angry, but I'm just disappointed. I'm like, what is the purpose of this? Like it's like they're trying to put together paint by numbers shows,
Yeah.
But then when they got to Zoe, there wasn't a, what if we race swapped and Wash was a different color and Zoe was white? There was none of that. It was like, we need Simon and River can be people of color, but make sure you keep Zoe, black, and make sure you keep Book black. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess there's 7 characters in the show, and I guess we could flip the majority minority thing. But so all of that, it didn't bother me. It's so stupid. It's so dumb, at least from my perspective. What bothered me was then they don't even mention Kaylee at all.
Okay.
And she, again, she's not the most important cast member of the show, or the character on the show.
She had a couple of moments, but yeah, she wasn't main.
But Jane, they didn't mention Jane at all either. And Jane, I feel like, was pretty important,
Yeah.
And so, he was both
he was a source of a lot of conflict between the characters.
Yeah, for sure. I always laugh when I think about it from the movie, the trailer from the movie. Well, you think you want to run this outfit? Yeah, I do. Well, you can't. It's such a good bit.
I don't remember the trailer, but okay.
And so it's funny that I remember the trailer because I loved that movie, and I didn't never see the show until you told me. It was a show, right? But anyway, so finally they don't mention Captain Mal. They get to the end, and notice I'm using, they them pronouns because I don't remember what. I don't remember what their gender was. I truly, after I finished that article, I blocked the website. I was like, I don't want to see any more of this
Out of curiosity,
ever again.
Do you remember what the website was? Or
I do, but I'm not going to say it.
You can tell me later.
Yeah.
And I'll post it in the comments.
But so it finally gets to Captain Mal, and when it gets to Captain Mal, it's they are downplaying his impact. They almost every other character. No, they didn't do it with Simon and River. Wash. They didn't mention Wash's actor's name. They mentioned Gina Torres. I don't think they mentioned Ron Glass. I don't know. I think they mentioned Inara. But with
Nara
Captain
was the hooker.
Yeah. And so with Captain Mal, they didn't mention Nathan Fillion. When they were listing strengths of Captain Mal, the number one strength is that it was Nathan Fillion. Are we on the same page with that?
This is what the author was writing?
Yeah. Well, this is what the author wrote.
Yeah, he's a good actor. I like him.
Well, he was perfect for that. There's no one who could do what he did. There is no one. Like, his character, his ability to seem both strong and weak at the same time, that's a rare gift.
Okay.
That's
you say so.
That's well, think of who else.
I've never thought about this as much as you have, apparently.
It just in a matter of seconds. It just took me seconds to think about it, but so basically, they go on to talk about Captain Mal, and Captain Mal is like the heart and the soul and the glue that holds everybody together. And I'm like, okay, fair. And but it's because he's so backwards thinking and this and that, and it turned into him not being a good character. His negative qualities outshining the overall effectiveness at what he did. You know what I mean? And I'm like, look, man, you can't shit on the captain. As far as I'm concerned, that's the captain in nerddom.
All this you've been telling me, it almost sounds like this person was purposefully trying to troll.
It felt that way.
all the takes that that this person has seem like specifically trolly takes.
It was a serious like website, and it was a dead serious article. My favorite part at the end was when they were like, yeah, and I think Captain Mao would be really good as a woman of color, and I was like,
I have a guess as to what website this is, and we'll talk after this. But I think I know what website you're talking about,
dude. I was so, oh my god, dude, I was so put off by that. It just bothered me.
Yeah, like I don't have a problem of them script flipping on races or genders or whatever, but
I think it calls for it.
But the strength of the show that we had that actually exists is because of the actors and actresses that played these roles. You can't just get rando black female slaughter in as Captain Mao and get the same result.
Exactly.
That's not saying that black female actors are not good. It's just not going to be the same.
I will. One thing I will give credit to the article about, though, is one thing I'll give the credit to is I like the idea of like flipping like concepts, right? So like the whole gender flipping, because I thought of that years and years and years ago was Labyrinth. If they ever remade Labyrinth, there is no way they'll ever live up to Jareth. David Bowie is Jareth, and they'll never have another Jareth.
Well, if it was going to be a girl, I think we're probably on the same page on who it would be.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Was I for the longest time I kept saying I was
wait. On three, let's both say who it would be.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Lady Gaga. Yeah.
So, we did not rehearse this.
Yeah, that was unplanned. But no, I've been
Great
saying.
minds think alike.
I've been saying that for like 10 years. Like Lady Gaga could be Jareth, easy, and it would offer, unique enough. She's probably had about as much acting experience as he had at that point.
I mean, probably more than wasn't her movie like win an Oscar or?
True, yeah. I mean, but he's David Bowie. He drips charisma and confidence.
Okay.
And he's got one pupil that is bigger than the other.
Does he really?
Yeah, you never seen his eyes?
I didn't know that.
Well, it's is it the pupil or the iris? I don't remember. But anyway, so I do agree that they're never going to be able to mimic Captain Mao. I just wish it would be a continuation, and they just disregard the movie. Or it did happen, but Wash didn't die, or maybe they made an android Wash, and
Well, they definitely have to get a new
Shepherd Book,
a new director, because.
Oh yeah, that was one of the things the article.
Joss Whedon.
That's a whole other topic.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it sounds like that person was trolling, so
hurt my feelings.
Got hurt feelings?
I got hurt feelings. I got hurt. You remember that song?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I don't remember
the Concord.
I still listen to that. I added a bunch of them to Spotify the other day, and I've been playing Bloons again.
Nice.
You know why I got a weak ass sleep schedule. Anything big happening in the world of nerds?
Well, we did want to talk about our videos from last week, right?
What did we do last week?
So besides the discussion, we had the Final Fantasy 16 short about the goats at the gate.
That was where that came
what
from.
was the inspiration behind that one?
I was playing the game, and the guy said, "There's ghosts at the gates," and I looked at Jen and I said, "There's goats at the gates."
Let me guess. Jennifer thought it was the most hilarious thing ever.
She started laughing. She started laughing for like 5 minutes straight, and she's like, "God, why do you do stuff like that?" And I was like, "What?"
Let's see how that one performed on YouTube.
It did better than like half of our most recent stuff.
Let's see.
I told you, I got my finger on the pulse of what's successful.
We're at 1.1 on YouTube, which to be fair is more than last week's other video, which is the Playgirl one.
Yeah. Which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, to me, if we could have caught Marty doing the what? Let me see.
Yeah.
If we could have caught him doing that, there was a few, like, there was too many cuts. Like, we should have practiced a few more times so I could have moved the camera more fluidly. But man, I loved that. That was a funny one.
Yeah.
That was a really funny one.
I did like that one too. We were just kind of sitting around in here trying to come up with something, and that kind of happened naturally.
Well, we knew for sure that we were making fun of PC gamers.
Yeah.
That was the only thing we knew for sure. So how did we do?
I don't know how we came up with busting out the Playgirl.
Well, it was because we had the original bit was, hey man, it's time to go. Are you ready yet? Yeah, you've been playing for 3 hours, remember? And then Marty was like, actually, it's been what? Oh no, you were at the computer first. Remember?
Yeah, I was like a well actually guy.
And so you were like, well actually, and then I had said, wouldn't it be funny if Marty was just sitting over here reading the Playgirl, and then Marty didn't want to. Why do I got to read the Playgirl? So you were like, I'll do it. I'll read the Playgirl. And then it just kind of like evolved from there, which I like that though, because that was a natural progression. I'm happy with the work. Let me ask you this: have there ever been any videos that we put out that you're not happy with what we did?
I know there are a few here and there. I can't think of them off the top of my head. I would have to go back and look.
I can think of dumb ones like I woke up at 10 o'clock I woke up at like 12 o'clock on a Wednesday when we used to post shorts, because we used to only post shorts on Wednesdays. I'd woke up at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I had 2 hours to record something, edit something, and post something, because y'all were busy or we didn't get enough stuff done.
Yeah.
And so like I had to do something with Jen real quick, and I'm like, hey, film me sleeping. That one I hate. But I mean, I think it even did well, but it was not of value.
And if you're wondering, if you're still with us and you're wondering what are these videos we're talking about, Caleb was telling me the other day that I guess some of these long videos that people see, they are not getting recommended the short videos. So if you're on YouTube right now, after you watch this video and you have not seen our shorts, click on the channel page, go to shorts. There's a ton of content there for you to check out.
Yeah, actually that's a great idea, is reminding people, because we do so many shorts. Like, anybody, it's funny is somebody's like, oh, they posted another video. It's been months.
Yeah,
I mean?
For real. Yeah.
We post 3 times a week.
Yeah, we've been going 3 times a week for a good while now.
And it's about to be a year, right?
Yeah, you were telling me that the other day.
In September, it'll be a full year that we've been posting 3 videos a week. I'm impressed with us for doing it. I'm impressed.
I mean, it has been difficult, but we've been
the
getting
show
it done for the most part.
The show itself is about to be 2 years old.
I don't know when exactly y'all started.
I think it's 2. The show itself is about to be 2 years old, and you came on like about September or August of last year, right?
Yeah, there's basically 3 phases, right? The beginning with you and John,
and then when we added Marty,
and then I consider the second phase when I came on and we were still just mainly doing discussion type stuff.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. And then the
shorts, and then the current phase, which we're in now, is when we do a bunch of comedy stuff, pretty much.
I would say the second phase then would be, because remember we added Marty like in, I don't know, fucking Marty and Greg, like January of that year, of the following year.
Well, they had already been doing stuff with you previously, right? Before I even came on.
Previously, yes, but it was me and John in the beginning, and we didn't get out content super regular.
Yeah.
So it was like we would film like every other week or something, and I would be like, "Hey, you coming by Sunday?" And I probably got hard for him, like, because he didn't really know me too well. I wonder how he's doing. I haven't talked to him in a while, but it probably was hard for him to because he didn't know me, and he didn't know like I'm a mover. So it's like, I know, strike while the iron's hot. I feel like doing this. Let's do it,
Yeah.
And in the beginning, him and his wife were editing the videos. And so over time, it was like, if I can edit, then that'll speed things up. We can put out more content. They can edit, I can edit. And then they kept telling me that the hard drive on their computer or like whatever was full. And I was like, just delete the videos. And they were like, don't. Oh, why? Because history or something. I don't know. And dude, I delete all of our old shit. If I want to re-download it, I can download it from YouTube.
Yeah.
I delete original footage, unless it's funny, like some stuff I'll hold on to forever, like as like an archival type thing.
Yeah.
But I've gone back and deleted, and I kind of regret it. But I have gone and deleted so much stuff that we have filmed. We probably filmed like thousands of hours of stuff at this point.
Yeah.
Ugh. Thousands of hours is like a lot, so maybe not 1,000 hours.
I did kind of want to mention what I've been playing. You said you were playing Bloons, right?
Yeah.
Capcom came out with a new game this past Friday.
Exoprimal. I just guessed because I know they came out with that game.
Yeah.
Disappointed that you played.
It's a multiplayer game. You get in, you and some other dudes get in these like, mech suits pretty much, and you fight a bunch of dinosaurs. I like it. Bobby likes it. We got 2 copies, so we can play together. We were playing last night. It was really fun. But I can already tell that. How can I put this? You'll be seeing that game on PlayStation Plus in a few months. Let me put it that way.
Is it a nickel and dime?
No, it just doesn't seem like it's going to have mainstream success. Like, the graphics are good. The gameplay is solid. It's a fun game to play. It's just in a world of, Call of Duties and other mainstream stuff that people are playing.
Yeah.
I don't think people want to take a chance on this brand new IP with a brand new, type of gameplay. You know what I mean?
Is it actually brand new gameplay?
Well, not gameplay, but like there's no other game where you race a team to see who can fight off a horde of dinosaurs fastest. There's no other game like that.
You ever seen that Turok mod?
And I'm just
it's
just disappointing that I know it's not going to do well. I know Capcom has already said that they have like a future roadmap for it for DLC and everything, but my concern is that a couple of months from now it's going to take 20 minutes to find a match.
Oh, you talking about Onrush? Oh, Exoprimal.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I liked Onrush. I hated it at first, and I thought to myself, Kevin, why would you want to fucking play this game? There's our one F word for the episode. Yeah, I get what you mean.
I'm cursed with having unique. I'm going to put on my hipster hat for a second here. I'm cursed with having unique tastes in games, and the stuff I like doesn't intersect with the mainstream too often.
I'm right there with you. PS2 era. Katamari Damacy was not super popular at first.
I think that was a real cult classic though, and
it became.
There's been how many sequels and remakes and remasters since
What
then?
about Nobi Nobi Boy?
Yeah, that's definitely
the same people.
Yeah, that's.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. I looked over at you. Do the like and subscribe thing, Kevin, so I don't have to.
We're getting very close to 300 on YouTube. I think we're already at 300 on Facebook, right?
Yeah, we're over 300 on Facebook.
So whatever platform you're watching this on, please like, comment, and subscribe anyways. That helps us a lot. We're trying to get this big enough so we can quit our regular jobs and do this full time. So
we're almost there.
We need to tap into our inner full house.
Everywhere you look, I'm gonna stop it on the